Have you ever felt a sudden inner click, like the gears of reality just shifted? Maybe a random déjà vu, a flash of clarity, or an unshakable hunch that something big is about to change. What if that moment isn't random at all? What if it's your higher self tapping you on the shoulder saying, ready or not, I'm here? The higher self, call it soul, inner guru, divine spark, is the wisest, most authentic version of you. It's the perspective that sees past ego drama, past fear, straight to purpose. When you connect to it, decisions feel guided, intuition sharpens, and life gets an upgrade from 720p to full-blown 4K clarity. But reaching that state isn't always breezy. Modern life shouts, the higher self whispers. So today we'll decode 5 unmistakable signs that you're on the brink of meeting this deeper you. If any of these resonate, stay tuned, because your inner rendezvous might be closer than you think. First sign, you start feeling oddly detached from the roles that once defined you. The titles, student, manager, parent, class clown, suddenly feel like borrowed costumes after a long party. You notice, petty drama that used to hook you now passes like background static. Social labels you wore with pride feel tight, itchy, like a shirt that shrank in the wash. A calm observer inside watches your thoughts without getting swept away. Yes, it's disorienting. If I'm not that story, who am I? Answer, you're clearing shelf space so the higher self can move in. Cocoon cracking, butterfly loading. Gut feelings upgrade to high definition. You think of an old friend. Phone buzzes. Repeating numbers stalk your clock. 1111, 2222. A book literally falls off a shelf, open to the exact quote you needed. These aren't glitches, they're notifications from your higher self. Intuition becomes GPS. Synchronicities are the neon signposts. The more you trust them, the louder they get. Practical tip, keep a synchronicity log. Write every uncanny nudge. Patterns emerge, confidence grows. Soon logic and intuition stop arm wrestling. They collaborate. Suddenly, the job that was, fine, just feels soul-depleting. And fast scrolling through social starts to feel really hollow. You wake up with this sentence looping in your mind. There has to be more. That ache you're feeling isn't failure. It's actually your higher self acting as a kind of life coach. It's nudging you to pivot toward work, art, or service that truly lights you up. You might find yourself daydreaming about painting, volunteering, or maybe launching a side project. You could start to feel almost allergic to gossip, greed, or those status games. And there's this magnetic pull toward creativity and compassion. So, pause for a moment. Breathe. What activity makes time just disappear for you? Write it down. That's a breadcrumb from your higher self. So, Netflix invites, friends ping you out. But honestly, those hiking boots by the door look way more tempting. You start to relish mornings before the world wakes up. Maybe find yourself journaling at dawn, or just staring at the moon like it's, I don't know, teaching a masterclass. Nature's slower rhythm really sinks you to the higher self's channel. Trees don't hurry, tides don't multitask. And in that calm, your inner signals get like 5-bar reception. Here's a little pro tip: schedule some white space hours. No phone, no agenda, just you and a park bench. That silence isn't empty, it's actually packed with guidance packets. Maybe it's during meditation, maybe even smack in the middle of a crisis. You just drop into a stillness so deep it feels, outside of time. A wave of unconditional love rolls through. Tears might flow, but not from sadness, only this deep recognition: I'm home. Psychiatrist Carl Jung called this meeting the one who knows. It might show up as a lucid dream with crystal clear guidance, or an out-of-body glance at your life that reorders your priorities in seconds. Maybe it's just a silent inner voice that says, all is well, keep trusting. Afterward, colors seem brighter, burdens lighter. Not just believe that a wiser you walks beside you always. I hit that wall of doubt once, just meditating on a cluttered apartment floor. Mind racing, questions spiraling, and then suddenly, silence. A warmth wrapped around me, and these inner words surfaced. You're right where you need to be. I opened my eyes. Nothing in the room had changed, yet everything felt new. That single moment has honestly steered every decision since. So, let's recap your mile markers. Old identities start to feel like hand-me-down clothes. Intuition and synchronicities turn life into this, guided scavenger hunt. Ordinary routines itch, purpose pulls. Solitude and nature call louder than nightlife, and those breakthrough moments flood you with peace, love, or unity. If 2 or 3 of these sparked a yes, congratulations. You're already on the threshold. Keep following the breadcrumbs. Journal, meditate, wander under trees. Your higher self isn't some distant guru. It's really the home frequency of you. Have you felt any of these signs? Drop your story in the comments. Your experience might light someone else's path. Hit like if this resonated, subscribe for more guides on inner growth, and share this with a friend who could use a cosmic nudge. Until next time, keep exploring inward, keep shining outward, and remember, the greatest journey you'll ever take is the one back to your true self.